It's Saturday, the 17th of September, 2016. Look, doing washing, but you know when you get one sock? When you've done your washing, you've got all those pairs of socks, and there's one odd one. Where's the other one gone? Well, you won't believe this. This happened on Thursday. Look, not one odd sock. Not two odd socks. Oh, hang on a minute. No, they're not the same. Not three odd socks, but four odd socks. How the hell did that happen? Look. A blue one, a black one, a grey one and a white one. I can't believe it. That I haven't just pulled these out of the drawer. Let's make up some. When I tell you things, they actually have happened. Generally, nothing is made up, okay? Generally, nothing is made up. I cannot believe I've found four socks. My mate says it's time for me to buy new socks. But look at that, there's nothing wrong with these. Look, years of wear left in these, dear. Let me see if there's any holes. There might be a little... Is that a little hole? Yeah, there's a little hole there. Little hole there. But, you know, I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can see that. There, little hole there. But years of wear left in these, I think. Thank you very much. So, I don't know where they've gone. I've looked everywhere as always. And the other thing I can't find, and I haven't found them now for weeks, couple of weeks now, slippers. No idea where they are. Slippers. Anyone know where my slippers are? Do you know where my slippers are? Do you use hello? Do you lose your slippers? They're all gone. I thought they might be in here. No. And I keep losing things like that. The one thing I haven't lost today, boys and girls, I'm pleased to say, is my glasses. They are standing by should they be required during the transmission of this worldwide phenomenon known as United Kingdom Talk. Have a lovely Saturday. No, I haven't gone yet. Sorry, don't go away yet. So that's Miss Socks. Wednesday at the quiz. A little bit quiet at the quiz this week. In fact, very quiet at the quiz. I don't know why. Oh my God, it was sweltering in there. It was so hot in that pub. It really was. Some places I work seem to be extra hot, and that is one of the places. In fact, it's a bit hot in here now. Where's my air conditioning control? Oh no, it's there. Look, everything's in its place today. That's much better. Let's be cool dudes together. Oh yeah, dude. What's that little Disney cartoon that says that? Is that the fish? Dude. That's something for the children to keep doing to your mums and dads. If there are any little children watching this programme this morning, what with this being a family-based show, then just keep going to your mum and dad. Dude, they love it. They love it. And it makes so much of a change to the word, Mum. My niece gets that about 500 times a day. Mum. So the quiz on Tuesday, I'm walking around... And, being my usual self, I mean, there's no indication, really, that I'm gay at all or anything like that. And this boy piped up. He weren't that old. I'd say about 22, maybe, 21, 22. He had the long hair. Looked like a rocker. I said that with an R. Like a rocker. A rocker. Long kind of, not curly, but long, wavy hair. Down to about here, glasses, and he said, can we have extra points if I take you out on the date? I mean, I'm not cheap, dear. I'm not cheap. So I then said to him, I said, well, where would you want to take me? He said, how about 5 guys? And I said to him, what, all at the same time? What do you think I am, dear? Some people think I'm cheap and easy, honestly. And it was a couple of times I started to believe he was actually serious. But he wasn't, of course. He was joining in with the ambience of the evening. And it was, although it was very quiet, it was a damn good night. We had a good laugh in there on Wednesday. Really do. It's so much of a different audience to last week. Because the week before, where we had, I think, 8 teams, between sort of around about 8 to 12 teams is normal. Somewhere between that is normal for a Wednesday night. This week, much less than that even. Just one of those things. But the week before, we had 8 teams. And, well, it was just like talking to a brick wall. No reaction coming across at all. I kind of wondered why I'd turned up, So it is funny, isn't it, how it changes from one week to another. And it can't be the person doing it How can it be them? You can, because you know, people go to, you talk to people in theatre, and people who do shows and productions and things like that, and they're not doing what I do, which changes all the time. You know, depending on what's happened and what's in the news and that sort of thing. Every time is different. In a theatre, it's the same show generally, word for word, the same company or cast. And everything's the same. And yet one night they can have a good audience and the next night a bad audience. Isn't that strange? That's just how it is. This week, a fantastic audience. There's a few of them shouting things back to me, which I love. I love it when they shout things back to me. I do. So that was nice. So I didn't hang around. At the end of the night, well, the end of the night came and he didn't sort of come up quietly and chat me up. I'm a bit young, dear, 22, honestly. But it did make me feel quite nice. Did he get any extra points? Absolutely not. No. They always do that. Oh, is there a bonus point for... What bonus points? Who mentioned bonus points? There are no bonus points, dear. Oh, can we have a bonus point? No, you can't have any bonus. There are no bonus points. We can't be giving out points willy-nilly all over the place, dear. What do you think it is? Some sort of amateur show? If you want an amateur show like that, go to a different pub, dear. God, not the King's Head Theatre, but very professional. Very professional. It's like this show. You know, I spent hours and hours rehearsing this programme. I got up this morning at 4 o'clock. I got to bed at about 2 last night after the karaoke. Oh, no Ray Reynolds last night. We were so bitterly disappointed. Ray Reynolds wasn't there last night. He is up in Blackpool playing the ukulele. We love Ray Reynolds and the ukulele, but he doesn't just play the ukulele, he sings as well. He sings, when I go, when I look at you, or something like that. He sings that one with his friend, Mr. Johnny Key, who often provides news stories for this very programme, boys and girls. There were a couple of news stories today. Sometimes I don't get round to them all, but they sit here, they come up eventually, don't they, Johnny Key? And Johnny Key, I'm very appreciative to your news stories that you are providing. So no Ray Reynolds last night, but Ben Parker from Ben Parker Karaoke Showtime turned up last night, and he came last night and sung a couple of songs. That was nice to see Ben last night. I'm very pleased he didn't bring any of his lights. If you want a good light show, book Ben Parker. He's got turning lights and everything. I got a bit fed up getting those turning lights out, and I knew that would happen. Because when you're setting up equipment, every new item you buy, okay, makes it take that little bit longer to set up. And last night was not a good night for setting up. Oh, what a day last night, boys and girls, and what a day yesterday. So, I was, the reason you didn't get a show yesterday is I went to the hospital to see another doctor about my stomach. We'd had massive thunderstorms the night before, and it was flooding everywhere, but the route to the hospital looked okay. I went to the Royal Free in London. I left my house it was a real nightmare day yesterday that I had. Left my house at 9:30. The journey should take about an hour and 10 minutes. Got to the hospital at 11:15. Right. They were quite busy. They were expecting me already because my doctor had told them. Got in there, already a queue at the kind of nurses check-in station. So I checked and she says, oh, hello, yeah, we've been expecting you. Are you the one with the stomach problem? Yes, that's right. Okay. If you have a sit over there, I'll do your OBS. Now, OBS are when they do your pulse and your blood pressure. I've never, ever had a bad result of either of those. I think that's probably because I do a lot of the swimming and the exercise. So that was at 11:15. So I sat down there and I can see they're busy, okay? I don't try and push. Maybe this is the wrong thing to do. I don't try and push medical staff to, come on, I've been waiting here. So, no, you can see they're busy. They're not sitting there drinking tea, eating biscuits and conversing with their friends. They are working. So I sat there about 10 to 12. So I'd sat there a good half hour. About 10 to 12, the nurse come up. Sorry you've been waiting. That's all right, darling. I can see you're busy. So she then did my blood and OBS, which were all okay. Not my blood. Blood pressure and pulse. That was all okay. I think my pulse was about, what was it, a little bit higher than it was normally, about 58. I do have quite a low pulse because of, again, all the exercising that I do. I have had pulse of 53 before, at which point they get out the heart machine and all that because it's quite low, and then you tell them you do lots of swimming and that, and oh, right, okay, that's probably it then. So that was that. She said, well, that's all fine. She said, sit there and yeah, I'll have to wait for the doctor now. I'm afraid there's a bit of a wait at the moment. There's quite a big queue. I said, okay, well, shall I go and put some more money in the car? And she said, that's probably a good thing to do. I said, about how long do you think? She said, well, at least an hour, probably more. Okay, that's fine, you know. So off I went, back up to my car. Now, I'd already parked the car. There's like a car park near Hampstead. Is it actually on Hampstead Heath? I don't know. It's not the main one. You kind of come down this hill, East Hampstead Road or something like that, and it's on the left. A lot of people park there. It's about £3 for 2 hours, which believe me, around there is very reasonable. Excuse me a minute. Which around there is very reasonable. I'd already parked there. Now, one of the things they've got like two places where you can pay, the top bit and the bottom bit. Now, at the top bit, the last time I went there, they'd taken away the cash one, and it was pay by phone. Now, have you ever done that? Pay by phone. What a total and utter pain in the arse that is. Especially if you haven't registered. It takes about, and there's no word of a lie, it took me about 15 minutes to register credit card number, this, that, oh, for God's sake, what a lot. And it's so easy. When it's coins, you just put the coin in and get the ticket. Why do they make things so complicated? It's just beyond me, it really is. However, the last time I went and I did it like that, and then I'm going back to my car, and I said to this woman, I said, she was parking as well, I said, have you seen, they've totally taken away the coin machine from there, pay by phone. I said, it takes forever. She said, oh, go down the other end, they've still got one down there. Of course, there's no sign to tell you that. There's no sign to tell you that. Or you can play with credit card as well. And I saw some bloke was up at the same machine, and there's only one machine at the top. So if there's someone having trouble, you're waiting. Another bloke with a credit card, and that wouldn't work, and all this business. Oh, Christ. But down the other end, it's coins, so I learnt that from last time. So I'd already booked for 3 hours, of which I'd had one already. So I think I got 11:15, 12:15. So it's booked to 1:15. Got back to the car park, and it's now 12 o'clock. And so I was going to lose that hour. Lose the hour that I paid for. But, you know, it's the way it is. So I put another £6 in. And I think that took me to 1:15, 2:15, 3:15. No, hang on a minute. What did it take? It took me to 4:15 actually. 3:15, 2:15. How can that have been? 4:15. Ah, no, sorry. It was for 4 hours. It was £6 for 4 hours. I think it was. Yes, 1 to 2 hours, £3. 2 to 3 hours. Oh, what is it now? 4, 12, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Anyway, I put some. Who knows? I put some money in, and that took it to 4:15, and it was now 12:15. I thought, right, well, that'll be enough time. Besides, you know, if it gets any later than that, I'll have to go. So that was that. I came back down, went to get a cup of tea on my way back. You know, took my time because I knew it was going to be at least an hour, and then I got back to the clinic, and I duly sat down, and then about 15 minutes later, I was called, which was much faster than I thought it would be. And so the doctor took me in there. It was basically a second opinion, which I was after, which a couple of you lovely people have told me to do. So I went for the second opinion. I told what the general doctor and my GP round here had done, and what I was taking, this movie coal stuff or something, because, you know, I've got a bit of trouble with my stomach not going properly. And it's been going on now since last November. She had a little bit of a feel around, and she told me, she said, what the GP told you. She says, I agree with everything she's told you, except to up the amount of powder. Eventually, she said, it will start moving. They're not worried that it's going to be anything actually serious. All there is down there is intestine. There's no organs, nothing like that to be worried about. And when they did the old camera, you know, up camera, oh, look what's inside there, you know. When they did the old camera, there was nothing to be seen then recently. Now, when I say recently, that was back in March. But apparently for this sort of thing, that is fairly recent. So if you've had a camera up there back in March and there was no problem then they're not worried about anything too serious. It's just a matter of getting the stuff moving. So we've upped the powder as from this morning. I've upped the powder. And instead of having one every few hours, I now have 2 at 9. I'll have 2 at 11, 2 at 1 and 2 at 3. And then nothing else until the next day. And we'll see how that does. All right? So just keeping you fully informed of my movements in that area. But then it was the journey home. So I got back in the car 2:15, and I didn't get back until 4. It was 2 hours to get home. 2 hours to get home. So I got home, and I was starving hungry. I hadn't had anything to eat. So I had a thicker cheese salad, which I get from Aldi. It comes in a little plastic thing, and I had that. And then went to bed, and I got up again at 5 o'clock, and I had to leave at 6:30 to go to work, 7:30, 8:30, 2, and that. Right. So the journey to work, another 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was sick to death of sitting in traffic yesterday. Let me tell you that. 2 hours 50. So 2 hours to get. So an hour and what was it? 9:30, 10:30. An hour and 3/4 to get to the hospital, driving in traffic. 2 hours to get back driving in traffic, and it was everywhere. Every time you thought, oh, I'm through it, and then you'd get more. On and on, and even at this end. And then to go to work. Well, to go to work, I left my house, I got to the top of my road, and there was traffic. And I thought, you can't be serious. Traffic. That took me 2 hours and 15 minutes to get to work yesterday, and I was late. And I hate being late. I really, really hate being late. But I was, and there was nothing I could do about it. Got in. Of course, I got there, no parking. I had to park round the corner, which means you have to carry all your stuff across this main road. I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff. It's like 2 trips, but nevertheless, you know, you're not parking outside the place. So I did the job last night. It was a full moon last night, and there were some very, very strange things going on in And someone complaining as always because someone sung twice and he only sung once because you got there so blooming late. That's why. Oh well, I think you should change your system. Of course, all drunk. Everyone's drunk in there last night. Bit drunk. You could tell it was a full moon. The doorman's. I said to the doorman, "Is it a full moon?" He said yes. We got a lovely doorman there. Lovely doorman at Central Station. And then I got back in my car. Actually, the journey to home wasn't too bad. Not so many idiots on the road last night. There were some very, very fast cars weaving out of the traffic along the Euston Road last night. Why don't they ever get caught? I just don't understand it. Why do these bad drivers never get caught? And yet I go accidentally, of course accidentally, 4 minutes over the speed limit. Bang! Ticket arrives. Why is that? So I got home. So yesterday I spent, what is it, 1.5, 1 3/4, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, 4, 5, 6, nearly 8 hours driving in traffic last night. And in fact, I'll be honest with you, I sent a message to another karaoke person, I know, lovely Wayne. Said, do you know of anything, you know, who's doing Fridays at so-and-so, you know. I said, you start thinking, oh, I can't do this anymore. Can't sit in this traffic anymore. I love working there. I absolutely love working there. How much longer can I carry on doing the traffic, though? Because one day I will throw it up in the air. I'm not doing this anymore. Had enough of the traffic, you know. And there's no way around it. You can't, like, fly in a helicopter. Besides, you know, it would be completely pointless. That probably cost about 500 quid. You can't do it by train. You can't set up earlier because they use that stage. I couldn't come, like, Thursday night, go there, set up, and then come in on the train. I can't do anything. It's the only way to do it. It's an absolute nightmare, the traffic in London. And I would advise anyone who thinks they're coming to London, you know, and it's going to be easy traffic, don't come. I shan't go to London once I've finished doing what I do. Don't know when that'll be yet. But I wouldn't. What for? What for? To sit in traffic, you know, and be shouted at and tickets arriving all over the place. Anyway, that was my day yesterday. Not the best of days. Really not the best of days. But nice to come home to my new mattress topper. Oh, yes. Lovely. You may remember, because I forgot to tell you about this. It's been on there a few days now, but I bought a new bed a few weeks ago, which is extremely comfortable. And to add to the comfort, I purchased a mattress topper at an enormous discount. Ronnie, my mate, Ronnie's very ill at the moment. My mate, he's got things. He's got the shingles. He thinks he's got a chest infection now. His eyes keep getting inflamed, and he seems to be getting more things on top of what he's already got. Do you see what I mean? And then something else comes along, but which wouldn't be so bad, except the things he already has aren't going. He's still got those, and something else comes. He's really in a bad way, and he was very upset yesterday on the phone to me, and it's not nice. And he's been ill like that for quite some time now. I would say a couple of months, and he keeps going to and from doctors and clinics, and they don't seem to be able to sort out what's going on there. So there's him with all that. My stomach complaint, I think, pales really in. Although it's been going on a long time now. In fact, this morning it's okay. It's not too bad. Maybe the powder's working now, but this morning it doesn't feel okay at all. But my stomach complaint really pales into insignificance when it compares to him. The only thing is, what tends to happen if one of us is ill, the other one's there. Do you know what I mean? Anything you want, the other one's there. But at the moment, we're both not too well, so the one helping the other isn't kind of working out. And he told me, don't come around my house. He said, I don't want you getting this. I mean, I get something like that. I can't work, can I? You know, although I have worked through stuff before. But if my eyes were inflaming up, I couldn't even see you there. I couldn't even see you. You'd just be a blur. Some people prefer to see me in a blur, to be honest. I think I look better blurred, don't you? Anyway, so that was that. And my new mattress topper arrived, which Ronnie managed to get me at a huge discount. I think it was something like 80 quid. And it's really thick. And it's full of feathers and things. Feathers. And it is so soft. I have, at the moment, the most comfortable bed. My old bed was comfortable, which I had for 25 years. But my God, it's so soft and you just sink into all these feathers. Oh, so nice. You've got to get one. If you've got a bit of a hard bed, don't replace the mattress, as long as it's not that old. Get yourself a mattress topper full of lovely soft feathers. The only thing is, now and again, the end of the feather comes through. What do I do about that? Do I need a thick blanket on top or something? You know that, like so you've got the cotton on top and the end of the feather, you know, the hard bit. So a couple of times one has come through there, so I guess that's going to keep happening. I think maybe if I just put a thick blanket on the top. I'll have to get a thick blanket today, I think, from Bentals. I'll go down the shops later. Right, tonight, Saturday night, it's the 17th of... I did say the 17th of September, didn't I? I'm doing a 70s and 80s disco tonight. If you're around, free entry, and that is at the Old Eagle pub in Royal College Street, Camden Town. It's not karaoke, it's a disco, okay. So 70s and 80s disco tonight at the Old Eagle, Royal College Street in Camden Town. Come along there, have a couple of drinks, maybe a little bit of a dance. I don't know if there's a room to dance there, actually. But you can get up and move around a bit. I'm sure you can, can't you? Birthday time, boys and girls. Happy birthday today to Lee Howard, 46 today, karaoke singer extraordinaire. Happy birthday to you, Lee. Happy birthday today to John Messetter. Happy birthday, John. Is that your little girl there? Hang on, let me have a look. I think that might be a little girl there. Might be, yes. Happy birthday, Johnny. All right. There's a few people here. I'm not sure who they are, but we'll do them anyway. We'd like to wish people happy birthday. Happy birthday to Jacqui, Guthrie, Was Kelly. What, is that your name, Was Kelly, or were you called Kelly? I'm not quite sure. Happy birthday, Jacqui, darling. Happy birthday to Yuri Slim. Happy birthday, Yuri. I had a friend called Yuri years ago. We were CB friends. Did you have a CB? Breaker 1-4. 1-4 for a copy. Come on. Yes. Happy birthday today to Jimmy Smith. Someone who I've worked for many, many years, boys and girls. While I was working at the Black Cap, he took over the management of that there, and I have worked with him ever since. In Black Cap in Camden, in... What's that place in Brighton? Oh, I can't remember now. A place in Brighton. It never really worked for it. It worked. The place worked, but it didn't really work out for me there. No one ever came. I'm not so sure it was me because it was a Wednesday night. I think I worked there. I used to do the DJing, and it was just empty. I'll never forget one day. I set up 10 o'clock, and by 12:30, no one had come in. No one. Not a soul had come in. On the other hand, after me, they tried other things, and nothing ever worked on the Thursday. The only thing, the Wednesday, the only thing that seemed to work on the Wednesday was when we had some artist, the Nolans, on. And it was packed. Packed. As soon as they finished, they all went home again. The Nolans. I'm in the mood. Oh, they were lovely, the Nolans, to work with. One of the microphones died while one of them was singing. Not a problem. Didn't worry them at all. They just carried on. Professionals, you see. Professionals, dear. Not like some of these people are karaoke singers, dear. The microphone goes on, that's it. They don't know what to do. Oh, the microphone. And they moan and moan. Why don't you just say, oh, I'm sorry, the microphone's, can I have another one? Yeah, no problem. No, you prefer to sit there and moan. Oh, you're no good at this. You're really unprofessional. Go away then, don't like it. Go. Go, dear. Go before you break my heart once more. Is what I'm waiting for. Who sung that? Go on, that's today's question. Who sung that and where's it from? Happy birthday, Jimmy. All right, happy birthday, Jimmy. 55 today. Do me a fat. Come on. You're a bit older than me, love. 55? 55? Please. 55. Come on, Jimmy. Happy birthday to Patricia Visser. Little picture, probably of your little girl on the head. Pretty little thing, isn't she, with her little plaits. Happy birthday today. And happy birthday today to Daniel Martin, who's 32. And I think that's a picture of your little boy there. The trouble is, it's all lovely having pictures of your children on the Facebook, but that means I don't know who you are. You know, I only see that first picture there. In fact, Daniel, that's the only picture you've got on there. So I have no idea who you are. Or Patricia. I've no idea who you are because you've only got pictures of your children on the front there. But nevertheless, I wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Happy birthday, everyone. Oh, do you know, I didn't do yesterday's birthdays, did I? Because we didn't do a show yesterday. Shall I have a quick look? Let me have a quick look and see if there's anyone I recognise there. Because I don't like to miss anyone out. And when we don't do a day, I try and go back to the day. Oh, there was only 3. Oh, no, wait. No, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yesterday was a 6. Ah, Jason Delph. 33. Yes, Jason was one of the customers who used to come to Rainbows in Coventry when I DJ. I don't know, I've left there a year now. DJ'd there a year ago. Which I enjoyed working at Rainbows, but the journey did me in. The journey was it wasn't traffic, but it was just long and very late at night. Like I wasn't getting to bed till like 4:45 in the morning. But there we are. Happy birthday to Jason Delph. Jim Bardoz, 28 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Jim. Happy birthday to Marcus Rogers, whose birthday it was yesterday. And happy birthday to Steve Harriman, whose birthday it was yesterday. All right, we like to do all the birthdays. Anyway, bit of a long show today, wasn't it? I shall disappear now. We must rush to the bank before it closes down and put my wages in from last night. Have a lovely Saturday. And once again, if you're in the Camden area tonight, North London, do join me for a 70s and 80s night at the Old Eagle in Royal College Street, Camden Town. Starts at 8, finishes at midnight. All free entry and all that, okay? Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye-bye.